Hi all, myself Nikhil Teja. Today I will explain about my major project. The title of our major project is A Novel Approach for Heart Disease Prediction Using Hybrid Machine Learning Algorithms. And we completed this project under the supervision of Dr. Miss A. Kavita, our professor. And my teammates are A. Gautam and Vishnuvardhan Reddy. And these are our industry details. The main abstract of our project is generally heart disease causes significant mortality rate around the world, and it has become a health threat for many people. Early prediction of heart disease may save many lives. Detecting cardiovascular diseases like heart attack, coronary artery diseases, etc., is a critical challenge by the regular clinical data analysis. The medical industry is showing enormous development in using machine learning techniques. In the proposed work, a novel machine learning approach is proposed to predict heart diseases. The proposed study used Kaggle dataset and the data mining technique satisfaction also used. Machine learning techniques such as random forest and decision tree are applied. And for this project, three machine learning algorithms were used. They are random forest, decision tree, and hybrid model. That is hybrid of random forest and decision tree. The interface is designed to get the user's input parameter to predict the heart disease. And for this project, accuracy achieved for a hybrid model is 83%, which is more compared to both decision tree, which is acquired 79%, and random forest 76% individual accuracy. And the main aim of the project is to predict how likely patients are prone to heart diseases in future by taking the details of the person like chest pain, test BP, and the cholesterol level, and slope, and angina. With this model, patient will get to know about his or her heart condition and will take necessary precautions. And the scope of the project is to increase the prediction accuracy of the model and to enhance the result set of predictions by making more relevant and decrease the rate of heart disease. With this model, the patient will get to know about his or her heart condition and will take the necessary precautions. And coming to introduction, heart diseases have emerged as one of the most prominent causes of death all over the world. According to WHO, heart related diseases are responsible for taking 17.7 million lives every year. That is approximately 31% of all global deaths. In India, too, heart related diseases have become the leading cause of mortality. And however, the detection of accuracy of the heart diseases and a doctor consultation is not much available. Machine learning can play a very key role in detecting the heart diseases in the people and much more. The medical industry is showing enormous development in using machine learning techniques, and machine learning usage is growing vastly in the medical diagnosis industry, where the manual error can be reduced with the computer analysis and accuracy is improved. Diseases such as heart diseases, liver diseases, diabetes, tumor predictions is done through machine learning concepts. And coming to literature review, these are the papers we referred. In first paper, Senthil Kumar Mohan implemented a hybrid machine learning technique for heart disease prediction, like us, and he also used Kaggle dataset, but he used two algorithms which are different from us. They are hybrid random forest and linear method. And finally, they have compared the results obtained after applying HRFLM with other classification algorithms, such as decision tree and support vector machine. In result, RF and LM are giving better results for him. And coming to second paper, Gokulnath Chatterjee also proposed an optimization function on the basis of support vector machine. This objective function is used in the GA for finding two models based on genetic algorithm and support vector machine. Also, they also proposed a hybrid model by combining genetic algorithm and support vector machine. And this is giving a maximum testing accuracy of 92.2% and training accuracy of 85.02%. And on third paper, Sony and Jyoti discussed the prediction of heart diseases using data mining practices. They studied and evaluated with some techniques such as KNN, decision tree, and neural network classifications. And the author also studied the genetic algorithms used in feature selection for heart disease essential features. And like this, 3 4 papers we referred. And coming to the design methodologies, first algorithm is decision tree. Decision tree is one of the learning models that is used in the problem of classification. In decision tree, we divide the dataset into two or more sets using the technique. In the decision tree, internal nodes represent a test on the characteristics. The branch portrays the outcome and leaves are the decisions generated after subsequent processing. And then there are three steps included in decision tree. First step is to set the dataset based best features as the root of the tree. Dataset is split into test and train sets, and subsets should be made in such a way that each subset contain information with the feature attribute like that. On each subset, the steps above are repeated until we get leaves in the tree. The values are compared with the following record attributes with the root attributes. The corresponding value of the next node is to give arrives in the comparison. And coming to second one, that is random forest regression. Random forest regression aggregates multiple decisions to make a single decision. For training characteristics and then random subcharacteristic for sampling nodes and random sampling is done. It will split the data set into test data and train data, and subsets should be made in such a way that each subset contains a feature attribute like that. On each subset, the steps above are repeated until we get leaves in the tree. And coming to hybrid model, we developed a hybrid model using decision tree and random forest combiningly. The combined model works based on probabilities of random forest. The probabilities from the random forest are added to train data and fed to the decision tree algorithm. Similarly, decision tree probabilities are identified and fed to test data of the random forest algorithm. Finally, values are predicted. By using this hybrid model, we acquired accuracy which is more compared to the accuracy of decision tree and random forest regression, which we acquired individually. And these are the standards and policies of the project. And we used Python standard of ISO IEC WD TR 24772, and the standards used for RAM is IEEE standard 1754 and 1994. And Anaconda standard used is ISO IEC 10198 1994. And processor standard used is IEEE 1451 2007. And this is the architecture diagram of the project. In this we can know about first the user should give the data to the dataset, and the dataset will be collect the data of the user, and then pre-processing takes place. In pre-processing, we have to compare the two algorithms, that is GT and RF, and by comparing these algorithms, then we by combining these algorithms, we will create hybrid model, and the data will be tested in hybrid model, and then the user should give input like his age, sex, and BP levels, cholesterol levels, and serum cholesterol level, like that. And after that, prediction takes place, and the result will be generated to the user, like he or she having any heart related issues in future, like that. And this is the data flow diagram of our project. In data flow diagram, first the data will be collected, and pre-processing of the data takes place. Then we will apply DT and RF, and after that we will combine DT and RF and apply hybrid model, and then user should enter his details, and the output will be generated based on his details, and after by testing through hybrid model. And this is the sequence diagram of the project. It is use case diagram, and it is class diagram. And coming to the testing part, there are four types of testing. The unit testing, first one. In unit testing, module is tested to make sure that information properly flows into and out of the program under test. And the local DS are examined to make sure that the data stored temporarily maintains its integrity during all steps in algorithm. And in unit testing, we will give the input like elimination of bugs and detection of errors. And test result is bugs are eliminated and errors are detected. And coming to second one, integration testing. Integration testing may be a systematic technique for constructing the program, while at an equivalent time conducting tests to uncover errors related to interfacing. Unit tested module were taken and single program structure was built that has been dictated by the planning. Incremental integration has adopted here. The entire software was developed and tested in small segments, while errors were easily located and rectified. And in integration testing, the input is user friendliness and consistent means, and test result we got is user friendly. Coming to functional testing is a black box testing and method used to evaluate the completed and integrated system as a whole to ensure that it meets specified requirements. The functionality of the software is tested from end to end and is typically conducted by a separate testing team that the development team before the product is pushed into the production. In functional testing, the input is first one valid input. If the identified class of valid input must be accepted, and if identified class of invalid input must be rejected, and test result is output identified classes of application outputs must be exercised. And this is the input design of the data. You can see the attributes we introduced in the project like age, sex, chest pain type, resting BP, serum cholesterol, fasting blood sugar greater than 120 mg, resting ECG, maximum heart rate, ST temperature induced, exercise induced angina, and slope of the peak exercise segment, number of vessels colored by fluoroscopy, thalassemia. And after giving all the attributes and all the details by the patient, the output will be generated like this. The patient is likely to have heart disease, or the patient is not likely to have heart disease in future, etc. And this is the accuracy graph of our algorithms. In DT we got 79%, RF we got 76%, hybrid model we got 83%. And coming to conclusion, finally, heart disease is one of the life-threatening diseases seen around the world. The changing lifestyle and lack of physical activity has given more threat to condition. There are many diagnosis processes available in medical industry. However, in terms of accuracy, ML is considered the best choice. The proposed work uses a TK-Inter Python designed application for the heart disease prediction. And by using the proposed system, the patient can know any chance of heart diseases at an early stage before it gets severe and can take required precautions immediately. And accuracy rate of decision tree is 76%, random forest 78%, and hybrid model 83%. And coming to future enhancements, now we developed a web app for prediction of any heart-related diseases. In future, we want to develop this project in a mobile app, which will be very useful and accessible to more number of people. And we want to increase the accuracy of the project furtherly to predict more accurate results of the user. In future, we want to specify which type of heart disease can occur to the patient specifically. As of now, we are doing only prediction whether the patient is prone to any heart-related disease. And this is the web references or video links we referenced. These are all IEEE papers and Springer websites. And these are the references we took, latest references, like 2 years back. And this is the plagiarism deposit of project. And this is the poster of our project. Thank you. Now I will demonstrate our output to you. Wow. And the pause చేశాను బాబు. రెడీ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాను ఇప్పుడు. And this is the code of our project. As you see, we used pandas and matplotlib and numpys and seabons. And we taken this is the data set we used. And the size of data set 270. And this is a Kaggle dataset. In dataset, as you can see, there are attributes age, sex, and CP, trust, BP, cholesterol, etc. And coming to algorithms, this is a feature selection, visualization, and we tested for KNN also. We got KNN accuracy of 83%, and for random forest we got 76%, as you can see here. And for decision tree we got 73%, and the main score is 86%. And we coded some app code, and this is the app of the code of the app of our project. And we taken the backend from Flask, and as you can see, if output is equal to 1, it will return the patient is not likely to have any heart related diseases, else it will show the result like the patient is likely to have any heart related disease. And we created a web page. It is the HTML code of our web page. And here, as you see, we given all the details like typical angina types, and sex and age, and resting blood pressure, sugar, and cholesterol level, fasting blood sugar, and resting ECG results, and maximum heart rate, and ST depression induced exercise induced angina, and slope of the peak axis, and number of vessels colored by fluoroscopy, and thalassemia. And after submitting, and after clicking submit, and the result will be generated as like this. The patient is not likely to have heart related disease, or the patient is likely to have any heart related disease. And coming to web page, it is our web page. And if we given an age like 75%, and male, chest pain type is typical or atypical or non-anginal, and 4 types they are. You can give a typical angina, or resting blood pressure sugar is that is normal is 120/80. No, if we given 150, and serum cholesterol level is normal level 200. If we given 250, and fasting blood sugar greater than 120 mg, true. and resting age results normal or having ST wave abnormality or having probable or definite left ventricular hypertrophy. If we given, suppose we give having STT abnormality and maximum heart rate is 95 and ST reproduced normal is 1 2, if we given 5 and induced angina is S and slope of the upsloping or flat or downsloping. Number of vessels colored by fluoroscopy is 3. The thalassemia level is normal or fixed defect or reversible defect. If we given reversible defect and after clicking result we will get to know about a patient who is likely to have any heart related disease or not. Just wait for some time. As you can see, the result is generated. The patient is likely to have heart-related diseases, and by this prediction, we can know the patient can get to know about his or her heart condition when before and before it gets severe, and he can take required precautions to cure it. And our project is useful for doctors also by seeing these details given by the user. He can also get to know about the seriousness of the project, seriousness of the disease, and based on that, he can proceed to the diagnosis of the patient. Thank you.